Welcome back to another episode of My Watch Therapy. Today I'll tell you, we got this super sharp looking Seiko Prospex 200-meter diver. Let's take a moment to connect with the watch before we get into the review. That's super nice. Don't you agree? Say you agree. You know you like this. It is a classic. I believe it's called the turtle shaped case. It's really interesting. I'm just sort of noticing how it bevels up, right? It's tighter to the case back and flanks kind of out with a real nice polish. So they definitely put this on the grinder and cut that out. I'm going to polish it up super nice. I like that. It's extremely comfortable. It's heavy. Not going to lie. I mean, you're wearing a hunk of metal here. But, you know, the way that case is cut, that edge, I think it just fits so nicely. I mean, as you can imagine, I'll put it on. You can imagine just how that helps with like the wrist bending action. Right? Because, when you bend your wrist this way, okay, the crown might hit a little, but it's recessed, but kind of on the left side of the case here, it has that overhang, so it just fits super comfortable. I think this is just a watch you could have for the rest of your life, easily. Look at that finishing right there. Now, there's a history to this watch. It is called the Ice Diver. I'm not totally sure why. If you go on the website for Seiko, there's this nice, beautiful story about a climber, a mountain climber, Naomi Umera. I apologize if I completely butchered that. And he climbed the highest peaks on all 5 continents. I thought there were 7. I guess there's the original 7 summits, the highest summits in the world, which is like a circuit people try to complete. But in this case, he did that, and it's so to commemorate him, and that dial that you're seeing is supposed to be like the driven snow and like his footprints going across it. And so, yeah, quite a story about a mountain climber for a dive watch, right? An ice diver. I don't think Umara did any diving. So, it is what it is. I don't know. That's what they called it. Love that bezel. Just those sharp detents there. You can see this nice. It is sapphire crystals. So, the price point's a little higher because of things like a 70-hour power reserve with that upgraded movement, that sort of domed sapphire crystal you're seeing there, just a lot of the finishing. So the watch is for sale. I apologize if my voice is a little rough today. I think I'm catching what everybody else has. I'll put a link in the description. Here's the tag. It's $1,400. And TikTok Shop is a family-run business. Been there. It's a second generation, I believe, if not third. And they really believe in treating customers right. They do a lot of clock repair too, like TikTok clocks. It's called the TikTok Shop. Grandfather clocks. They're really busy with that. I mean, they're booked out like a year because nobody fixes those anymore. That's just how it is. It's a sign of the times. So it does have a little more technical data, 42.7 diameter here. And then the case is just a little bit longer than that, barely a couple millimeters, 46.6. There are a couple of things that stuck out in my mind or popped out to me, besides what I've talked about thus far. I really like, this is a nice upgraded clasp here, right? It's like a tri-fold. It's got that kind of release here and then twin pushers, like so. But you can see it's been milled out. It's definitely a step up. The other thing I noticed is I really like the finishing, this polished edge. See that? See that right there? Polished edge. I think that's just a nice touch. It's one of those like you didn't have to, but boy, it looks pretty cool. It looks really cool. So I think that's just a quality. And then, it's got polishing all the way down the sides. So yeah, that's why it's a little more. They have at least two other versions of this I saw, and it does have that screw down crown. You can wind it up and then push it and twist it in. And they're blue, no surprise. They're ice divers. It's a U.S. special edition, and I think they're nice. But I feel like, this is a great match, that center part of the dial with the case. And then just that little bit of orange popping out there. So that's about all I have to say about that. I just think it's a very solid watch in actuality, which means like everything made in Japan, it will last forever. I think that you are getting a lot of watch. This is definitely kind of a step up. It's like put on the big boy pants a little bit. It's not like the others. It's you've surpassed $1,000 already. You're at 1,400, and you're starting to get into a different type of territory. But I think you could do no wrong in purchasing this, and you could do no wrong in watching more of my videos and telling me what you think, good or bad. Please do. And thank you for spending a little bit of your most precious commodity for all of us. We all have the same thing, and that's time. And I appreciate you watching my video, and I look forward to any suggestions and feedback. Have a great rest of your day.